This is WSUR. I am Crazy G, and you're locked into the G spot. We are going to go to the phones right now, and we have Louis St. August, the lead vocalist for the band Mass. You there, Louis?
I am. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for taking the time to check in here at the G spot. What's been going on?
It's been crazy. Just busy now and just living the dream and having a great time,
You guys have been at it for a while now. For the people who may not have heard of you guys yet, can you tell us a little bit about the band Mass?
Gosh, you're going to need a longer show. The band has been together for almost 30 years, and we signed our first recording contract when we got out of high school. We were 18, 19 with A&M Records, and we did our first record with them, and which kind of got sat on the shelf for a little while, and then we got picked up by RCA, and we did an album for them, and we had a hit single called Do You Love Me? It was an MTV video back in the in 1985-86 era, the 80s days. And we've been rocking since then. So we're working on our 8th album now, and we're just we're just loving life, and we're just having more fun now with it than ever.
That's so cool. And yeah, I think I remember the 80s decade. Your last full-length CD came out in April of 2010. What was the process like writing Sea of Black, and was the process any different from previous releases?
The process of writing it was, we got back to just writing in one studio. We were doing various recordings in different studios. We were out in Los Angeles, and we were doing a track here in one studio, a track there, and with Sea of Black, we just sat down and we just wrote it all together. The one complete album and start to finish, and we recorded it in one studio and at Mixed Emotion Studio, and it was just a lot of fun. And so it just it all gelled, and we mixed it. We sent that out to our record label is Escape Music now overseas in the UK, and we had Martin Crowland mix the CD over in Sweden. So that was a little bit different because we were actually sitting there for the mix, but he would mix a tune or two, and he would send it over to us, and we would tweak it, a little bit more high-end, more bass, more, tighten up on the drums, or let's add this. So that was a little bit different, doing it through the day of the Internet, the computer. Basically for us, we've done a lot of recording in a studio, and we were there present. So now with this digital age that we're in, it was a bit different.
Do you find it getting easier with each CD, the whole process of it all, or?
It is getting easier. I think that we're getting better musicians. We're more professional, and we know what to do. But it is getting tougher because musically and song-wise, because we want to outdo the last record, and we want to bring it up another notch. And so for us, we're working on a brand new record now, and we're comparing it to Sea of Black. Well, is this going to be better than Sea of Black, which we hope will be? And so that's the goal. So we're always trying to bring it up a notch.
Well, since you threw it out there, can you talk about the new CD at all?
Well, yeah, it's really brand new. We don't have it. It's not completed yet. We only have about 5 or 6 songs that are written, and we still have to write 5 or 6 more. We have a lot of ideas, but they're just not. We haven't put them all together yet. It's like building a cake, it's just we start with the foundation, the batter, and then at the end we have the frosting on the top. So it's just a long process sometimes, and sometimes the songs come quicker than others. Sometimes they will take a little piece of a song that we had and another song, and they'll just seem to fit, and it's just crazy. Just crazy how the songs come out.
That's a very cool way to look at it. It's like a puzzle, the pieces have to fit.
That's right.
You have recently released New Birth, Take You Home, and Voices in the Night. Can you tell us the reason behind that?
Well, they were, you know, there were older records that we've done, and we were approached by a label out in Iowa, and they wanted to re-release the records. They wanted to put it on their labels, and they kind of convinced us that, you know, that they could remaster it and make it sound a little bit updated and a little bit better. So we let them work on some of the stuff, and then when we heard some of the tracks that they remastered, we were like, yeah, this is great. So why not re-release it? So that's what we did.
Ah, that's incredible. You guys have been touring with some incredible bands. Tesla recently, and an upcoming show you have, I believe it's at the Rain with LA Guns. What has it been like playing with artists such as these through the you know, Mass's career?
It's been great. You know, we seem to get a lot of respect these days because have been around just as long as them, if not longer than some of these bands. And there's a lot of connections there. You know, it's like it's a small world. You know, I hate to use that cliche, but it is. You know, somebody's worked with somebody before. You know, they've had, you know, a guitar tech that's worked with them, or they've worked in the studio that we've worked in before, or used a producer that we've used before. So it's great. We've, you know, done a lot of great shows with, you know, countless, you know, Skid Row, Stryper, Cheap Trick, Winger, you know, the list goes on, and we've just been having a lot of fun, and it's great working with these guys. So the last show, Tesla, was great. Jeff and the guys, and Brian, they're just awesome.
That's so cool. Some of the bands you mentioned, those are bands that I grew up with, you know what I mean? Any fond memories you could share while touring with these guys?
Well, there's so many memories, so many good times, and, you know, so many crazy times and bad times too. You know, having our equipment stolen. You know, in New York City, we're playing the Ritz, and we come out to, I guess the road crew comes out to grab our equipment, and we were playing, I think, with Kicks and at the Ritz, and the truck was stolen. All our equipment was gone, so we ended up borrowing equipment that night, and luckily, RCA purchased all us new equipment so we could continue the tour the next day. So that's crazy. But I mean, some of the good things were, you know, was playing out in Los Angeles, 15,000 seaters. You know, LA Amphitheater is something that I remember fondly, and just a great show. I just the night before I was singing on the stage at the LA Amphitheater, and I was just thinking back to the night before, one of my favorite idols growing up was Roger Daltrey from The Who, and he was singing on the same stage as I was, you know, of the next night, and that just gave me a thrill, and so there's so many, G, right. You know, but.
Well, it sounds spectacular, and it sounds like you guys have been busting your butts for the past 30 years to, you know, really get your music out there. And, you know, kudos to you guys, man. You know, this is a tough business, and it takes a lot of hard work and determination. And it seems like you guys are doing it. You know, you're hitting it hard, and you're doing what you can to get your music out there.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we've been trying to do the best we can, and it's just like we've always had the love and the passion and the drive, and it just continues to grow. It's amazing. It's like, you know, we're seeing audiences come out to our shows, and we're seeing a new generation of Mass fans, because we've seen the fans that, you know, grow up, that come and see us in the 80s, and then they're bringing their kids, and we're seeing, you know, 9, 10-year-olds, you know, coming to the shows, you know, wearing their Mass T-shirts, and, you know, and asking to have their Mass CD signed, and it's just fantastic. So
that's so cool. Yeah, you get the younger generation; they'll keep you going.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you guys write, when you sit down to write, is there any special routine that you go through, and where do you draw your creativity from?
Well, it stems from a lot of 90% of the lyrics are autobiographical. So they're something that's either happened in my life, or something in the band's life, or something in one of the members' life. And we try to incorporate that in the lyrics and in the melodies that I write. But basically, it will start off with myself and the guitarist Gene building the foundation. Either he'll have a riff and we'll build off that, and I'll add a melody to it, or I'll have some lyrics and a melody, and I'll present it to him, and he'll add the guitar parts to it, and then we'll present it to Joey and Michael, and they'll add their their intake, and it just kind of grows from there. And once again, the cake just keeps building until we
the cake.
until we get the frosting on the top.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, man. You're making me hungry with all this cake talk.
I must be hungry too, because I'll keep bringing it up.
Just a few more questions, and I'll let you go.
Got it.
Mass has won numerous local awards and made some pretty huge strides. What's it been like to receive such notoriety, especially from your hometowns? I know you've won some Boston Music Awards, and there were a couple others in there. How does that make you and the band feel when you're being recognized by your hometown?
We're just blown away. We're just humbled and appreciated. It makes us feel awesome. It's just you can't explain it. It's just to be nominated for in the first place is fantastic, and then to win is just unbelievable. So we're just blessed, and we thank God and thank everybody that voted for us and the fans, and it makes us feel great, man.
Is there anything you want the fans to know about Mass that they may not know?
Not really. I mean, go to our website, massrocks.com, see what's up with the band, what we're playing next, and keep an eye out for obviously our new release, which will be sometime in 2014 next year. There's no way we'll have it done this year. And thank you. Thank you for having me on, and thank you to all the fans for continue to support us and buy our CDs and T-shirts and merchandise and coming to the shows. We love you. Listen,
I appreciate you calling in. I want to thank you again. I want to thank Micah from NewEnglandConcertReviews.com for hooking us up with you, chat a little bit about the band, and see what's going on. So again, I want to thank you. I wish you nothing but the best. I can't wait for the new CD. I'm actually covering your show at the Rain with LA Guns.
You've got it. I think you are. I think I talked to Micah, and thank you to Micah once again as well too for hooking us up. He did mention to me that you would be covering it, and then he said make sure that he's on the guest list. And I'm like, no problem.
All right, man. Hey, listen, again, thank you. Good luck. I can't wait to see you guys, and nothing but the best for you and Mass.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right. Peace, Louis.
Peace out.
That was Louis St. August, lead vocalist for the band Mass from Revere, Mass. Great guy. Check him out, massrocks.com. And once again, I want to thank NewEnglandConcertReviews.com for hooking us up. That's going to just about wrap it up for me this week. I am done and out of here. I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll be back. This is Crazy G in the G Spot from WSUR.